Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, dear students. How are you? I hope you will be fine. I hope you will be safe and sound at your homes. I'm your teacher, Ma'am Zaini from Wise School. So, students, let's begin our lesson. Okay, once again, we will revise present indefinite tense. I will give you the complete analysis of this tense, and in the end, I will give you the test. Okay, let's begin. Okay, what is the Urdu recognition of this tense? That what comes in the end. Okay, in Urdu, the last words come ta hai, ti hai, te hai. So such kind of words come in this sentence. Like those activities that you perform on daily basis are included in this tense. आप कौन से काम जो daily basis पे करते हैं? Okay, just think about those actions. So those activities can be आप रोज़ाना सुबह उठते हैं, आप नाश्ता करते हैं. सो यू कैन से मैं नाश्ता करता हूँ, मैं सुबह उठता हूँ, मैं नमाज़ पढ़ता हूँ. सो इन द एंड ता है, ती है, ते हैं, such kind of words come when you are telling about your daily activities. So for that we use present indefinite tense. Okay, universal truths are also told in present indefinite tense. Okay, let's begin. What is the English formation of this tense? I have discussed before as well that after subject we simply add first form of verb and then comes object. So subject performs the main action which comes in the start, and then first form of verb. As you all know that there are three form of verbs, so we add only first form of verb in present indefinite sentence, and then um, object comes in the last. Okay, now with plurals I and you subject, we only write first form of verb. Okay, if your subject is plural, is more than one, or if your subject is I and you, then you have to only write first form of verb. Like we go to school, they go to school, you go to school, I go to school. But S or ES is added after verb. In some cases, we add S or ES with the first form of verb. Okay. Okay, here is the structure again, subject, verb plus object. So we have to add S or ES with the form of verb if our verb ends with these words. अगर हमारी जो वर्ब है वो इन वर्ड्स पे एंड हो रही है, लाइक SCHSHXO, then ES is added, otherwise only S is added. Okay, अगर आपका सब्जेक्ट सिंगुलर है, if your subject is singular, if it will ends if your verb ends with these words SCHSHX and O, then you have to add ES with the form of verb. And if your verb ends with other letters, then you have to add S only. Okay, so students, if your subject is singular, then you have to add S or ES with the form of verb. Like here I have added Ali works in office, he works in office, she works in office. So Ali, he and she, they are singular subjects, so we have added simply S with the form of verb. Now the negative sentence structure. If your subject if your sentence is negative, like there is nahi word in Urdu, then you have do or does not after the subject, and then do is used with plurals and I and you. So keep in mind, with all plurals and I and you have to use do. Okay, here are some examples. They do not play, we do not play. So they and we, they are plurals. Plus keep in mind you and I as well. You have to use do with them as well. You do not play, I do not play. Okay. And then does is used with singular subjects. If your subject is only one person, then you will use does. He does not speak Urdu. She does not speak Urdu. Ali does not speak Urdu. Aisha does not speak Urdu. So, in these sentences, he, she, Ali, Aisha, they all are singular subjects. It means there is only one person as a subject. So for one person, for singular subject, you use does, and for plurals and I and you use do. Okay. Here are examples. Here is the structure of interrogative sentence. So what are interrogative sentences? In which there is a question. Interrogative sentences are always started with the helping verb. So helping verb of present indefinite, what are these? Do and does. There are two helping verbs, do and does. So you have to choose accordingly. For singulars, does, and for plurals and I and you will use do. So in interrogative sentences, first comes do or does, then subject, then first form of verb, and in last comes object, and question mark is compulsory for that. Examples are, do they watch TV? Question mark. Do you play games? So look at the subject. If your subject is plural like they, if your subject is you or I, then you have to add do before it. Okay. Do they watch TV? Do you play games? But if your subject is singular like she, boy, so if it is only one person, then you have to add does. Okay. Then for that, does is helping verb. Does she teach English? Question mark. Does boy make noise? So after does s or es is removed from first form of verb. So with singular subjects we add s or es with the form of verb, but only in simple sentences. Okay. In negative and interrogative sentences, when does is added, we will not add s or es with the form of verb. So here you have to here is the test for you. You have to translate these sentences into simple negative and interrogative sentences. हम बाज़ार जाते हैं, लड़के मैच खेलते हैं, आमना कपड़े धोती है, अली वर्जिश करता है, तुम मछली पकड़ते हो. So you have to translate these sentences into simple negative and interrogative sentences. Do your best. Revise all the rules and formation of present indefinite tense. Keep in mind the use of s or es. Okay. Don't do that mistake again, and choose helping verb wisely. Here is your assignment ends. Take care of yourself. Goodbye.